Hello there, viewers. If you are asking yourself, man, I would like to play a free online RTS RPG, then I have the answer right here for you. It's Avalon Heroes. This is the game you should pick up because it doesn't cost you anything and you can just download it and play it. And it's also way better than a lot of the games out there. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. One of the main differences between Avalon Heroes and other RTS games is it has a variety of modes you can choose from. You can either play with people, you can play against people, or you can play all on your own. Avalon Heroes provides a great and a unique RPG single-player experience, unlike many other games out there. So, let's start with a mode that everybody should play once they start up the game. Let's log in and see how you get there. So basically what you do first, you sign in. You put in your ID and your password, you select the channel list, and there you go. So in this mode, you can play the tutorial, you can watch the video tutorial, and solve in total 11 missions. Of course, once you've selected your heroes, that is. The tasks you have to carry out to complete the missions are always very different. You either have to play certain modes or you have to answer quiz questions. The current final mission is to create or join a guild. The mission can be completed once new missions have been added to the game. As you can see here, this is one of the things you do in the tutorial or in the mission mode. You have to follow the first basic steps to how to lead your character around and to explore new areas and, of course, find new areas and find new things, such as shops, as you can find in the game, so you can buy new items. When you want to cause some damage all by yourself, you should definitely try the scenario mode. This mode consists of several single-player campaigns. Playing the various scenarios will allow you to discover the epic legend of Avalon Heroes. When you complete the scenarios, you will be able to obtain unique heroes, Aeron, and Kin XP. Basically what this means is, this is very similar to the Warcraft 3 single-player experience. You get to know the story behind the heroes, the two factions, and the current war situation. And in every chapter, the player gets to play different heroes, there are hidden tasks, and all that good stuff that you expect from a game like this. Let me tell you a bit about the story, though. The story of Orion sounds something like this. Ever since Raksha took over the crown of the Great Elder, the balance between the peaceful tribe is out of order. The respect for nature, the sacred animals, and the magical celestial spirits are being destroyed by horrible creatures who appear in the cloud forests on the continent of Orions. The fighters of Orions are looking for a hero who will restore the order, the balance, and preserve their traditions. Of course, for Aeonia, it's a bit different. Prince Chaos and his half-brother Aken compete against each other to find the successor of the throne. Knights of the Middle Age who protect the knighthood and enforce the justice, an angel who conveys the will of God, devils that spread confusion and evil in abysmal fire. Aeonia is the continent where chaos and war dominate. The fighters of Aeonia are looking for a hero who will calm the chaos and find a source of new hope. In the arena mode, you're all by yourself as well, just like in the scenario mode, but it's straight up action, very similar to Diablo 2. If you master the arena, you can win a jackpot that can hold up to 2.5 million Aeron, which of course is the game's currency. To enter the arena, you have to purchase the Mark of the Brave first. Half of the money you spend on that thing will be put in a jackpot. When ready, you will enter a dungeon with 44 chambers. And as you enter one room, the doors behind you will close, and then you have 1 minute 30 to kill the monsters in that room. There is no place to run and no place to hide. You can play the arena mode in two different modes. In the normal mode, users can quit anytime and collect the gathered rewards. In the hardcore mode, users cannot quit unless you defeat the legendary mob. When you find the huge and legendary mob on your way through the dungeon and manage to kill it, you'll get all the Aeron in the jackpot and a very rare item as well. So to sum it up, purchase a Mark of the Brave in the lobby. Store to participate in this new challenge mode. Your hero will enter the arena all on his own, and you need to defeat the monsters in a given time to gather incredible treasures. And hopefully you will meet the legendary mob to defeat it and win the Aeron jackpot of up to 2.5 million Aeron. Wow, sounds fantastic, but is it doable? I don't know, you just might have to try yourself. So we've seen that you can play Avalon Heroes alone, but now it's time to see some multiplayer action, and this time we're in the adventure mode, which puts you in co-op action, something I greatly appreciate. Basically, it's a team play mode, it's a raid mode. 3 to 8 heroes of both camps, Orions or Aeonia, form a team and fight against monsters in a limited time. There are 5 different adventure mode maps at the moment where you have to run from a giant monster, protect a sacred item from attacks, or clean out a dungeon. Each one of these maps tells a different story and gives different quests. Let's take an example of a specific map. Riveric Pulse. Many enemies will surround and attack you simultaneously in confined spaces. What matters most in this map is the cooperative play between the players. Or let's take Centipede of the New World. You have to fight your way through a dungeon to find a key to the boss area. It is important that the players spread out and comb the area, defeat Hangtu Okun, the revived evil Centipede. As you can see, the adventure mode is all about co-op play. You have to combine your powers and make your way through the 5 maps, through the 5 dungeons. And I say you try that out in Avalon Heroes now because I love co-op and you should too. So we've seen the tutorial, we've seen the single player campaign, and we've seen the co-op mode. But now we get to something that only the big guys play. It's called the battle mode. This is what the big guys play and the ESL provides a major series for. This is where you can prove that you and your teammates rule Avalon and its heroes. Basically, the battle mode is based on the popular Warcraft mod Defense of the Ancients, or in short, Dota. You can play it 1-on-1 or 5-on-5. Of course, if you play it 5-on-5, it becomes much more strategic because you have to select the right heroes, you have to know how you advance throughout the map, and so far. So it's really about working together and destroying the enemy, because that's what Defense of the Ancients is all about. Your target is the destruction of the Sacred Nest by destroying the buildings in the destruction order. All buildings except the outposts are invincible, which means that you have to destroy the buildings that are connected to their invincibility. Else you won't be able to damage them. The first targets are the 4 outposts, then the mob and creature barracks, and the last target is the Sacred Nest with its protective units, the guard, the radar, the spiritual towers. Once the Sacred Nest of one faction has been destroyed, the game is over, and it means you guys, whoever destroyed the Sacred Nest, have won the battle mode. Congratulations. That pretty much sums everything up, I have to tell you, in episode 3 of Avalon Heroes. Wow, lots of information today, I tell you, but it's useful information you can use in this great little game that you can download on avalonheroes.com. Just, go to the website, go to the top bar, go to download game, and there you go. You can download it right away, either the client or the full game at one of the partners such as ESL. But we also will raffle out some prizes for you. These right here. Oh yeah, this is a grand prize, which you will get if you know the answer in this episode. But there's another prize you can win besides the grand prize, just if you know the answer in this episode. And the question will be, which mode resembles a single-player campaign that is similar to the single-player campaign of Warcraft 3 and Avalon Heroes? We've went through it in this episode. You should know it. If you know the answer, send it to me at win@esl.tv, and you can win lots of in-game money worth 36 euros. You can buy items. There's items in there and all kinds of good stuff you can use in the game. But if you know the answers to all 6 episodes, which I'm going to ask you in all the shows, you will get the grand prize, which is, of course, 1 Razer mouse, 1 Razer keyboard, and t-shirts signed by We Made Fox and Grubby. Wow, fantastic. I want those prizes. Why don't I ever get anything? I think that's not fair. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll be back for episode 4 of Avalon Heroes.